our mission. I gave my word. I weighed already the pros and cons of the entire situation. This is the best thing to do. The organization needs the money and it needs us alive to continue the fight. The Algerians are gonna give us political asylum and also a beat up in the mountains. In 2 weeks, we're gonna be back in the front. You fear for your life! I do not! How do you dare to talk to me like that? I organized the entire operation and I put you in. But I'm a soldier. I'm not a martyr.
Film Carlos is the story of Ilich Ramirez Sanchez, a global terrorist and militant for the Palestinian Front whose claim to fame came mostly in the 1970s as he worked as a global terrorist working to free an anti-Zionist, so to speak, working for different militant groups who proposed such ideals. Sprawling, a massive, broadly scoped kind of action thriller that is so engrossing and so engaging that despite the fact that the original uncut version is 5.5 hours, you barely notice that the film flies by at the most exhilarating pace. It's truly a unique experience. There's also a 165-minute theatrical cut that's currently making the rounds, but very action-oriented, very sleek, very stylistic in terms of characterization. Edgar Ramirez, a young actor who plays Sanchez, he's so great as the main character. It's filled with so much bravado and so much, narcissism, and the film kind of reflects that. The film is kind of flashy in its own sense, but it's also very smart. It's very intellectual. Sanchez was such a globe-trotting kind of global figure that the fact that Assayas isn't concerned with such globalization, I guess you could say, it really lends itself well to the narrative and makes a 5-hour movie just go by like that and seem so contained at the fact that it is so expansive. It says a lot about our current global culture and how it relates to terrorism. This film is kind of chronicles the world of terrorism pre-9/11 and doesn't so much as decry the act of terrorism itself, but sort of expounds upon the ideologies that produce terrorism. So despite what seems like just kind of a straightforward, thoroughly entertaining thriller, really is much more, and the fact that it is 5.5 hours long is kind of indicative of the sense that the filmmaker just had that much to say, and not a thing is lost. There's not a moment's time where the film feels forced or the film feels kind of forced upon you. It's just completely watchable, completely entertaining, and completely masterful. I give it 5 out of 5.
My name is Carlos. You may have heard of me.